Imagine a place where Wall Street bankers sip Cuban coffee next to crypto billionaires, where super yachts float past shipping containers, and where the skyline grows faster than you can say luxury condo. Welcome to Miami, America's playground and one of the most surprising economic engines in the country. You might think of Miami as a party town, a beach town, maybe even a retirement haven. But underneath the palm trees and pastel Art Deco lies a $200 billion economy built on way more than sun and fun. This is a story of reinvention, hustle, and heat. Not just from the weather, but from the cash flow. Let's crack open the economic DNA of one of the most fascinating cities in the world. Miami isn't just a city, it's a global brand. Located at the southeastern tip of Florida, Miami has a population of about 470,000 within city limits. But its metro area? That's a whopping 6.1 million people. The greater Miami economy is huge. In 2024, its gross domestic product hit nearly $200 billion, making it one of the top 15 largest metro economies in the United States. For context, that's more than the GDP of some entire countries, like New Zealand or Hungary. The GDP per capita here? Around $67,000. And unlike many cities where one industry dominates, Miami has a shockingly diverse mix of moneymakers: finance, tourism, trade, healthcare, real estate, tech, even a little agriculture. And here's a wild historical nugget. Miami is one of the youngest major cities in America. It was only officially incorporated in 1896, which makes it younger than Coca-Cola. But in just over a century, it's exploded into a global capital of commerce, culture, and capital. So, how exactly does Miami make its money? Let's count down the top 10 industries that drive Miami's economy, starting from number 10. Construction, $8 billion. Miami never stops building. Luxury condos, mega malls, waterfront towers, you name it. Construction contributes roughly $8 billion to the local economy each year. One major project, the Waldorf Astoria Miami, set to be 1,049 feet tall, costing over $600 million. It'll be the tallest residential building south of Manhattan. Also, Brightline's Miami Central Station, which anchors the high-speed rail to Orlando, came with a $2 billion price tag. Construction's booming because real estate is booming. And we'll get to that soon. 9. Agriculture, $9 billion. Surprised? Agriculture is still alive in Miami-Dade, especially down in the Redlands and Homestead areas. This sector pulls in around $9 billion annually, thanks to tropical crops like avocados, mangoes, tomatoes, and even orchids. Miami-Dade is Florida's #1 county for ornamental plant sales, with nursery products alone generating over $600 million a year. Farms might not be the face of Miami, but they're still feeding its economy. Arts and entertainment, $10 billion. From Ultra Music Festival to Art Basel to Bad Boys, Ride or Die filming on Ocean Drive, entertainment is serious business. The industry pumps in $10 billion a year, including production, nightlife, music, and cultural tourism. Fun fact, Art Basel Miami Beach draws over 80,000 visitors annually and has an estimated $400 million economic impact in just one weekend. Healthcare and life sciences, $13 billion. With an aging population and major medical centers, healthcare is a heavyweight. This sector brings in $13 billion, led by giants like Jackson Health System, Baptist Health South Florida, and Mount Sinai Medical Center. Mount Sinai alone sees over 40,000 ER visits a year, and Baptist Health has more than 23,000 employees. Medical tourism is also on the rise, especially from Latin America. Logistics and trade, $15 billion. Welcome to the gateway to the Americas. Miami's port and airport make it a trade powerhouse. Port Miami, one of the busiest ports in the country, handles over 1 million cargo containers per year. That's billions in goods moving through. Electronics, clothes, cars, you name it. The total economic output from logistics and international trade, around $15 billion. Also, Miami International Airport is the #1 U.S. airport for international freight by weight. Tourism, $18 billion. No surprise here. Tourism is in Miami's blood. In 2023, the city welcomed over 27 million visitors, generating $18 billion in spending. Hotels, restaurants, tours, nightlife, sports. It's all part of the mix. The Greater Miami Convention and Visitors Bureau says that cruise tourism alone contributes $8 billion annually, thanks to Port Miami being the cruise capital of the world. With ships like the Icon of the Seas, the largest cruise ship ever built, sailing from here, it's easy to see why. 4. Media and communications, $20 billion. Miami isn't just where people party. It's where much of Latin America watches TV. Major players like Telemundo, Univision, and NBC Universal produce billions of dollars in Spanish-language content right here. Telemundo's global headquarters in West Miami-Dade was a $250 million investment and supports 1,200 plus jobs. This sector contributes $20 billion, including TV, radio, digital media, and advertising. Technology, $24 billion. Miami's tech boom is real and recent. Since 2020, tech startups and investors have been flocking to the city. Venture capital funding in Miami hit $5.6 billion in 2022, up from just $1 billion in 2019. Companies like Yuga Labs, creators of Bored Ape NFTs, Redacted, and Pipe have all made headlines. Even Founders Fund and SoftBank have opened offices here. The total tech sector now generates an estimated $24 billion, and it's still growing fast. Finance and insurance, $26 billion. New York might be Wall Street, but Miami's giving it a run for its money. The finance sector contributes around $26 billion, fueled by private equity firms, hedge funds, and increasingly, cryptocurrency companies. Citadel, the $60 billion hedge fund, is relocating from Chicago to Miami and planning a $1 billion headquarters on Brickell Bay. Add in Latin American wealth flowing into Miami's private banks, and this is one of the city's most quietly powerful sectors. 1. Real estate, $28 billion. And at number 1, it's real estate, the heartbeat of modern Miami. This sector pulls in $28 billion a year. Luxury condos, beachfront mansions, commercial high-rises, all in high demand. In 2023, the median home price in Miami-Dade hit $620,000, and real estate investment continues to pour in, especially from South America, Europe, and even California. A penthouse at the Aston Martin Residences recently listed for $59 million. And yes, it comes with an actual Aston Martin. Exports, challenges, and global context. Miami exports more than sunshine. Key exports include electronics, aircraft parts, medical devices, top trading partners, Brazil, Colombia, and Chile. But challenges remain: high cost of living, income inequality, and rising sea levels. Still, Miami stands out. It's not just rich, it's strategically important. It bridges the Americas, attracts foreign capital, and reinvents itself constantly. Compared to similar-sized cities like Atlanta or Houston, Miami is more global, more diverse, and arguably more dynamic. So to answer the big question, why is Miami so economically special? Because it's more than one city. It's a connector, a brand, a lifestyle, and a capital of the new global economy. So there you have it, the economic engine behind the palm trees and pastel colors. Did anything surprise you? Which sector do you think will grow the fastest in the next 10 years? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next deep dive into the world's most fascinating economies.